Hello? Okay, looks like we got audio. Alright. Give me a second, just getting some stuff ready. Just hey, dinner. So gotta throw some stuff out, and I'm gonna get some dessert while I'm at it, and then we'll start the stream properly. Okay. So last time I believe we had started sorry. I believe last time we just started Agnes's road trip. We were in a city whose name I forgot. Was it Basel, I believe? It's a technological city in the middle of a ravine. And we were still getting acquainted with the town. Let's see, we started a side quest. And okay. I think we just arrived at the next area of the game, and we're gonna go shopping. Let's pick up where we left off. Also, I'm eating some yogurt, so sorry if I just suddenly go quiet. Let's take a look around the shops before we actually go to any of these event areas. You have so much stuff. I'm not buying bigger stuff. I'm just looking at stuff. My husband works on stuff. So I sometimes browse the shelves for the stuff he makes. Okay.
Hello there.
That's new. I believe this can be used to exchange for better stuff. I'm gonna make that word mean nothing, but it kind of already doesn't.
See you again.
I'll take that.
Hey. Cheeky adult.
Thanks, man.
Oh, only 20. Just leave him outside. I don't want to do another dingo event. Hopefully I can just buy stuff for him. Like, I think I only need 10 points before he's done. You got drugs. Give me your granola bar. And you have a gift too. Greasy hair tonic. Is there anything else in this shop?
Thanks for shopping.
Oh, was there an upstairs in the previous shop, or was it a different counter? Hmm? There's a downstairs. That's a gun shop.
Do you know what you want?
I wonder if I should buy this stuff or wait a little bit longer.
I hope to see you again.
I'm gonna wait for a bit longer. Where's the Aerotram anyway? There's supposed to be a vending machine around here. I just don't know where. Oh, that looks like it.
It's so convenient nowadays.
Aha.
All right.
Super sweet canned coffee. Oodles of sugar and cream. What else are we missing? It's a Willie's Roaming Cafe. Kind of don't see any other shops though. Is that it?
The Aero Trams are just awesome. Why not stay here and relax? Do you have any preferences?
Wait, have we already... Where did we get Willie's coffee?
Thanks for coming in.
I guess he was already somewhere else.
Love me a sugar rush.
Well, that should be everything. Go wherever my heart takes me and I bring my little shop along for the ride. Who knows what customers I'll see next. Not the most practical business model, but it's what makes me happy, and my little niche has made me popular with locals. Roaming cafe, huh? But it's popular with the eggheads of the Institute. A common watering hole such as this would be a good place to gather information. Okay, this is part of the side quest we were doing before.
Let me ask you something.
Workplace harassment? Haven't heard anything about that, sorry. My classes are a lot more mellow. The faculty I get are pretty kind. Actually, they treat their students and understudies to meals sometimes. I'm being distracted by watching the wind physics on the girls' hairs. Who specifically? That might help us narrow things down. Professor O'Reilly, Associate Professor Tane, Professor Callaghan too, but he hasn't been around in a while. They always look pooped, like on death's door, seriously. But when I talk to them, they all come across as normal, upstanding people. Oh, so they're just covering for the man is what you're saying? You be the judge of that. But I have noticed that some researchers from this specific lab have looked really down in the dumps as of late. Workplace harassment would explain that. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but that lab's professor might have something to do with it. Well, if anything comes to mind, please let us know. It's probably the guy from the intro cutscene for the chapter. Well, I'm sure I'm just overthinking things, but thanks, I'll let you know. Looks like there's more to this story than that. Does he not want to snitch, or does he not believe it? I see. Thank you for sharing that with us. I'm just gonna ignore her. I don't want to complete that side quest yet. Because I think it's what actually progresses the story for this area. What this? Oh, there's so many cars. I'd heard about its capacity, but it's very impressive seeing it in person. Welcome to Automotive Heaven. The Motor Pavilion, where all the big manufacturers strut their stuff before they hit the market. Burns big here, naturally. They got a bunch of makes under their wing. Leno, Ingard, Red Star, and ETWS, that's your big four. This is where they show off all their latest and greatest stuff. And for gearheads like me, it's both a peek at the new model year, and a chance to yoink some of their ideas for our own projects. Whenever I come to Basel, or to Basel, I forget how they said it, you bet I hit this place up every time. The most important place in the city, full stop. That's great, Grandpa. Now let's get you home. I see. I do hear that the four manufacturers compete with each other a lot. They have their own specialties, but nonetheless push each other to innovate. Does that factor into the showroom too? Oh yeah, these guys are ruthless. They all specialize in different things, but when markets collide, you bet they're at each other's throats. That's good for the consumer. Leno and Ingrid especially, they both manufacture their cars here in Basel, so they headhunt and poach from each other like nobody's business. You get time to kill? I highly recommend stopping by here and shooting the shit with the salespeople. They might convert you. God kill me. Or him. His passion for cars is already evident with this truck. It's natural that he'd be drawn here. I thought it was Fairy reading it. His passion for cars is already evident with this truck. It's natural that he'd be drawn here. We might as well take a look now that we're already here.
Here, you'll find the latest models from Calhoun's 4 biggest manufacturers.
Oh, I can't interact with the cars?
Ingrid, Red Star, and Etwas. You can even take them out for test drives.
You can take them out for test drives?
Wow, check out these cars! There's so many, and they all look so different.
Here, you'll find the latest models from Calhoun's
That a red star over there? Damn, that's sexy.
Ingrid, Red Star, and
It's the best, ain't it? If looks could kill, I'd be dead right now.
Van is definitely in his element here.
Where do I go up there? I'm lost. Oh, I know over there. This building is Liberal CSF on the Epstein Foundation, eh? Penis River Software. And Office Rock Wood. I don't recognize those two. The Foreign Tech Foundation established using your great-grandfather's cash, right? With how famous it is even in the Republic, it's kind of funny that it's been dumped over here in the corner like this. You're so rude. You're so rude, Aaron. It's fine. But before, all the big buildings were part of the Foundation's branch here. Indeed, as a part of their downsizing in the Republic, they moved to this location. Its performance in other countries remains stable, but with the tech going the way it is, it's only natural there would be a dip in business. Right, with the siphon. What was it before again? I think they were doing the rounds underground. Ramda. 5th gen, co-developed by Vernon Epstein. Kind of funny to me that it's with an R, but okay. What the 6th gen would look like sparked a hell of a lot of conversation both before and after the war. Then they went and pulled what even the Empire's Rainford Company didn't dare do, cut the Foundation out of the equation. It caused some pushback across the continents at first, but another technology is well on the road to being available to the public. I was just thinking that, I think it was kind of like a big deal that most of the... They're talking about the combat ornaments, right? What people can use to make magic, basically. to cast spells on whatever. And I guess go invisible now. They have optimal camouflage. They kind of had the Epstein Foundation, the sort of original or not exactly original but sort of direct successor to the technology from one of the students that was making the original of these things, sort of looking over how the other countries were making their own combat stuff. So it's kind of interesting that in Calvard they just cut off the middleman. It's like, we'll make our own magic device. Perhaps it's not my place to weigh in on the matter. You got that right. The one pushing that as national policy is my dad. So CCF was the one that developed airships, right? Yes, they're a facility located in Size, in Liberal. Size? You can find their products all across the Republic. It's like communications equipment or household goods.
Being a friendly nation, they do have a cooperative enough partnership with Vern, I suppose.
Well, hello there.
Hiya, Van and friends. And look
Voice
at you
acting.
go on, yes? Hard at work, I see.
And it's over. We heard what you were doing earlier. You're researching with your co-workers as part of your visitation, yeah? I am. I hope you don't mind me going off on my own. Well, she's putting the work in. You guys have business here? We do. I have a personal connections with the CZF Foundation, you see. I don't know why, I always struggle with just making a different sound for Z versus Z. In every language. So I thought this would be the perfect place to get a first-hand look at international technology exchange. What she said, as someone from the Empire, it's a topic I personally can't get enough of. And I heard they make memory quartz for films and stuff. How could I not want to come? Oh, nice. I'm sure there will be an endless amount of information to absorb there. Just leave this part to us. We'll be sure to write up a report for you. Be better now with some sweet scoops in exchange.
What are students doing here? Oh, of course. The educational visitation.
Oh, we didn't mean to crowd up the path. Wait, I've seen him before. Yeah, I recognize him too. I'm sure you do. He is rather famous. Greetings, Professor. My name is Ren Bright. I've heard all about you from a certain other professor.
Ah, I didn't realize you were studying abroad here.
Yang Cronkite. I don't remember the name at
Cronkite,
all.
I believe this is our first time meeting in person. I found your papers fascinating, I must say. Welcome to Basel.
Oh. Papers? It's an honor to have my work read by such a brilliant mind. It's like, I guess people just don't realize how hyper-competent Ren is at this point. Might I trouble you for some time to chat in the near future?
I would welcome the chance, though I'll have to pass on speaking at length with your classmates. Now, I am a busy man, I'm afraid, so if you don't mind, I will bid you farewell.
I was like, only you. Not gonna talk with you guys. Well, that stick couldn't be farther off his ass, but he's got the chops to back it up. Yeah, his background is Eastern, right? That's Professor Yang Cronkite, the young genius carrying the Republic's engineering community on his shoulders. He's been presenting groundbreaking tech across all kinds of fields since before the war 2 years ago. Oh, now that you mention it, I think I saw him in the Tyrrell Times. He's said to be a genius the likes of which we haven't seen since Professor Hamilton. But how are you connected to someone like him, Rat? I believe the others are waiting, so how about we go? Don't be late for the meetup, Agnes. Otherwise I'll have to give you a good spanking. I know. Have fun leading everyone. It's like, I like that. Hold on, Ren. Don't think you can get away with not answering. Well then, good luck with work. Shall we? Yes, let's give this our all. Okay, now we can probably pick side quests. Okay, I'm getting messages on my phone. Give me a second. Oh, looks like a friend actually got COVID. They're just telling me I didn't even. They're telling me sorry, they're telling me they didn't even know it was still going around. Like, well, let me just live with it now. A new holo core. Been really busy lately, but I gotta stick the landing. Now's my chance to make a name for myself. I refuse to lose to the guys, so I'm gonna smash that glass ceiling and make the board of directors. Just you watch. He's an office working in Newtown. Already jokes like her can have better info than meets the eye. Let's talk to her and see what we get.
Well,
Can we talk?
Harassment? Honestly, that wouldn't surprise me. I've heard some nasty things about some specific professors at the Institute. Really? I won't name names, but I've heard a thing or two from a friend of mine. He's a researcher at one of the labs there. And every night, they're sleeping at the lab after unpaid overtime. One little mistake during the day and they get torn to shreds. They say it's considered normal there. You just work until you drop. Our friend, she told me one night that she was having suicidal thoughts. I had to talk her out of it. It's horrible. Does the Institute not know about their working conditions? Oh, they do, but it's fear that rules the roost there. The Institute's senior professors are like celebrities in their own right. Nobody can touch them. They control whether or not you have a career in this town. Vern, my own company, everybody, they all go through the Institute's pipeline. Huh. Out of curiosity, who do you work for? This Orbital goods supplier, they've got a license from Vern to sell their goods. It's not like I can speak up about it, because then there goes my career. More trouble's fast. Yeah, that tracks. Vern and the Institute might as well be Basil. Or Basil. You speak up and you're never working in this town again. I can only hope we find a way to right this injustice. I wish it was easier to just pack up and go somewhere else. I'd say we've seen everything there is to see in Newtown. That said, looks like we'll have to go to the Institute for that request from the assistant. The one about the professor abusing his power, eh? Doesn't seem like something outsiders like us should get in the middle of. But I'm concerned since it was posted as a 4SPG. I wonder if we can find a way for all of us to get into the Institute. Like with the Aerotram, access requires rank C certification or higher. It'd be nice if we could have Elsheim put on the pressure and get our ranks raised. But that won't work here, not enough time. So how about we go have a little talk? With who? Ah, the kiddo from earlier? He wasn't as bad about it as the CEO, but he still had his doubts about us. Well, if pushing doesn't work, we just gotta pull. So thanks for being our go-between, Agnes. For what? Between you and, Katre? Katre? I think they said Katre in the English though. You got it. You guys seem to hit it off. Guessing it's because you're so close in age. Yeah, sure, I bet that's why it is. I'll be up for talking to you. Just make it seem like you've got problems and he can solve them. Oh, I don't think I'll need to go that far. I'm sure if I'm just honest and upfront with him, he'll listen. But I'm happy to help. Once things settle down, I'll give him a call on my Sypha. Girl doesn't have a clue, huh? It's quite charming how unaware she is of her appeal. I don't really get what you're saying, but I know we can count on a yes to handle this. What's appeal? Says Fairy. What do you mean? Where's the contact thing? I'm not gonna do it now, but... Ah, I see. Okay. Let's do this thing. Hello. Wow, this is really cutting edge stuff. I'm surprised they have this in stores. Yo, Athena, right? You had that request for us. Or with Arkwright Solutions. Eep, sorry, I wasn't expecting that. I didn't think you'd take my request. So, yes, my name is Athena. I'm a researcher at the Institute of Science. I mainly do orbital energy research. Right now I'm working on a new holocore design. I finally started beta testing, so having people to help out is a big relief. So, thank you in advance for your help. Can do. You can just tend to relax, though. I ain't gonna eat you or anything. Sorry, I'm just not good with people. That's why I'm really interested in communication technology. Being able to talk to people from my own room sounds really helpful. It's kind of why I wanted to come here. I wanna make the world a little less daunting for people like me. Huh. I can't tell if you're actually enthusiastic or just motivated by fear. You sound like my co-workers. Do you need me to go over the details? Much obliged. Okay, right this way. The manager and I will will take you through it. So these kind folks are helping you test it out? Nice to meet you. Name's Radat. I'm the manager of the Vern store. I'm kinda hoping the holocore thing will have an avatar, kinda like Mare. Depending on how these tests go, you might see this holocore on our shelves soon. So I'll be keeping an eye over these field results myself. You wouldn't mind reporting your findings to me too, would you? Not at all. Right, let's go ahead and dive in. So here's how I want the testing to go. This new holo is named Posel. I'd like you to equip her to your Cyphus and take her into a few monster fights. Anything specific you need us to do once we get into a fight? Mm-hmm. I need you to do 5 moves or more while you're S boosted. Once you're done, I'd like to hear how it felt to use. Sounds easy enough. 1 second here. Okay, here you go. Postel's a cute name. I'm curious to see what kind of holo it is. Brand new holocore straight from the Institute. Oh man, I can't wait! Well, she's a bit unique. We'll find out more after you equip her. And we just gotta find some schmucks and ruin their day. But now that I think about it, where are the monsters around here? The road we drove in on was all cleaned out. If you're looking for monsters, I'd say the Og Canyon to the south is your best bet. Once you're off the road and past the orbital lights, things get a bit dicey. But you guys look pretty seasoned, so you should be fine. It'll make for a nice little test bed. Well, fine by me. Let's head on down and give this new holocore a whirl. Oh, right, could equip it first. Duh. Indeed, once we finish the preparations, let's make for the canyon. We should be able to access it from the road next to the Vern HQ building. Okay, who do I want to give it to, though?
Maintenance mode engaged.
Don't worry, Citri's got your back.
Oh, I'm getting rid of Citri. How do I get...
Don't worry, Citri's got your back. Don't worry, Citri's got your back.
Actually, how do I change the holocore? Oh, there it is. A naive young female AI. I just noticed that it tells you about the personality of the thing. So it doesn't give much arts damage, but critical rate, evasion. I wouldn't mind giving this to Van.
Maintenance mode engaged.
But I guess Fairy can have it.
I'm Raquel. You always got me in your corner.
That's cute.
The aero tram's just awesome. Why not stay here and relax?
So this is the path through the Og Canyon. It certainly fits the name. The terrain of the paved path appears to be quite complex. Get your footing, guys, or you're gonna be flying headfirst into the river. You could take this road to the Liberal Kingdom, right? If you wanted, yes, though it would take you several hours to get there, even by vehicle. On the other side of the border is a fortress in the Sice region. Things like these really make it clear just how far from the capital we are. We've been jumping all over the country so much lately. Sheesh. I'm just happy to have an excuse to drive around and you know it. Hey, I'm a simple guy. Well, let's get that holocore test started, shall we? Our task is to equip Postal and act 5 times while S boosted. Right, let's go. So the walkthrough actually says to activate S boost 5 times. That's kind of interesting. I don't know if they just have it wrong on the walkthrough, or if there are you can get more SP by doing stuff a certain way.
Watch out for ranged attacks! I eagerly await your performance. Show them what you're really capable of! There! Unleashing shark strike!
Hit him fast, Fairy.
Max boost! One skill coming right at you! You're trapped! A chance!
Activating skill.
Shine! And Troll Ray! It should be safe for now.
Nice job, Agnes.
Are we going down below?
Nope, we're sticking to the road for this assignment.
And we can't even do it if we wanted to.
Good call. If we went that way, we'd be a perfect target for a pincer attack. There!
Wait, you thought it was a bad idea. Why'd you even ask?
I'll get them all at once. I suggest we strike now. There! Mary! One skill coming right up.
Have some more.
There!
Up to you, Reset.
Activating skill.
Here's some extra. They flinched. A chance.
Certain arts will be more effective.
I don't want to kill it.
I suggest we strike now. There!
Well, I'm gonna kill it. I wasn't expecting her to act so quickly, actually.
I can live with this. Shall I brew you some tea, Miss Claudel? Oh my. Wait, the reception.
Let's get to work.
I almost headed right off the cliff.
Charge attack available.
I'm pretty sure you're not allowed.
Now, let's finish the job.
I'll get them all at once.
Activating skill.
Here. Perfect chance. One skill pulling right up. Destroy. I'm powered up.
Rapid eruption. Okay. I'll take an upgrade.
Right. That looks like a nice chest.
Me off. Okay, for a moment I thought I didn't have them in the map.
Oh my.
They sure do.
Wait, the reception. I'm on it. There's so many of them. I'll round them up and scatter them.
I think this is bigger now, isn't it? Hopefully it also does more damage.
One skill coming right up. You're tough.
It's the same animation though. Maybe different
Activating skill.
effects.
It should be safe for now.
Nice job, Agnes.
You've got a charge attack available. Right there. There. Fire. We can win right now. How's about some of this?
How's about some of this?
Max boost. This'll hurt. One skill coming right up. End of the boost. With your hands.
Activating skill.
You're open. Have we done enough testing for the hollow core? That went better than I anticipated. You fought
Yes,
great,
I
Reset.
believe so. We can report back to the client anytime.
Okay, I'll do that once I've explored the rest of the area.
Look out for ranged attacks. Leave this to me. Enemy now. Wanna clear him out?
Commencing battle.
I won't let this chance slip by.
Have some more.
I wouldn't move it out of the way.
That went better than I anticipated. You were an incredible help, Reset. Be careful. That thing looks mean.
Charge attack available.
That's pretty spooky.
Let's deploy sharpness in front. You're exposed.
Initializing drive.
Don't mind me.
Activating skill.
This is it.
I should have gone closer to someone.
Mr. Arkbite.
Get the SCL boost or whatever it is. Oops.
This'll hurt.
Just we strike now.
This'll hurt.
Fine.
I'll dice you up. All you on, yes.
Perfect chance. Yeah, Mr. Alfayed. Here goes. There. Yes.
Activating skill.
By the heavens. Here.
That's how it goes.
This is doing a lot of damage. Oh, still getting new skills, huh? That's neat.
Treasure located. Oh my. Quite the reception. I eagerly await your performance.
Time for the main.
Oh, that didn't hit the ones that were farther away? That's annoying.
All you on, yes. You
Could probably kill them.
By the heavens. Here.
If it doesn't just miss. What do you mean you can't reach? Fine.
Keep it up. It's working.
I'm just gonna shoot it then.
Activating skill.
Was it even all
That
of them?
went better than I anticipated. You fought great, Reset. Next target. There.
Charge attack available.
Now, let's finish the job.
Unleashing shark strike.
No. Reset.
Activating skill.
No. I'm on the scene. Here I go.
Here goes.
Kind of funny. If this was
I
a
could do
different
better.
game, they would let us. What was I gonna say? Kind of blanked out super hard. I suppose I can go this way.
Whoops.
Nope. Not in the game. Can I go this way? I completely blanked out what I was gonna say. Damn.
Be sure to keep your distance.
Oh, that's worth
Eagerly
it.
await your performance. Unleashing shark strike.
What was the new thing we got? Heavenly
Use a
Pulsar.
sharp boost to
Slow.
the upper hand. Keep it up. It's working.
70 CP. A+ damage.
Activating
You're
skill.
not getting away. Blast off.
Oh, that's neat. It just punches them.
Activating skill.
Have some more.
Mary. Might want a boost here.
Fine.
Once
You
get
can
it,
boost.
right up. Here's Guardian Flame. Slice him up.
Just you act nicely.
Hey, that one felt pretty good.
Myriad
You did
Slash?
wonderful, Fairy.
Upgrade to Blazing Flash. Okay. Iron's leveling up in the background while I'm refusing to use them.
Watch it. That one's big. Let's get to work.
Show him what you're really capable of. Unleashing Perfect chance! Max boost! This'll hurt! One skill coming right up! The end of... Boost gauge hands!
Initializing drive.
Can I just one-shot
Don't
them?
mind me. Prepare yourself!
I can deathblow one of them.
Chance!
Activating skill! Here's some extra! I'm powered up! Treasure located.
EP3. Give it one, yes.
Switching to maintenance mode.
So EP2 right now. We'll be able to start opening these soonish. Also, we did everything we're allowed to do for now. Let's go back to Newtown. Where was this? Burn Store?
Off we go!
Hello, we got your thing. Phew, now I'll finally be able to get started on the report. Just gotta wait for the test results. Yo, good timing. We gave the new holocore a spin. Eep. Oh, good work, everyone. Would you mind sharing your feedback? Can do. Oh, can I have that holocore back first? Sure, here you go. Thank you. Let me go ahead and start uploading the combat data. I think what I was going to say is that in every other game, you would get extra points from just doing this beyond what they asked you to do. Like, instead of just doing it 5 moves while boosted, it would have you do it 10 times, and you would get like 2 extra SP at the end of the chapter. Athena connected the holocore to her laptop. Well, it's uploading. How did it feel to use? Performance, bugs, anything at all? Well, I don't have much to say about its performance, being honest. It's more, as for that AI didn't know the difference between a fight and a playground. The hell's up with her? Don't be so harsh. She had this childlike whimsy to her. I found her pretty cute. It felt really weird. Does she heal people in combat? That's what it felt like to me, at least. A very unique core indeed. Should it hit the shelves, I imagine it'll be the talk of the town. I, for one, did not vibe with the idea of carrying a little girl around in my pocket, and I'm sure any self-respecting guy wouldn't either. I don't know, a resident weirdo already has one of those. Maybe that's what he's into. Zip it, Aaron, and leave her out of this. It's not like I picked either of them. It's awfully rude, Van. He'll upset her if she hears that. Oh, right. Word through the grapevine is she's an interesting holo herself. Oh, you mean Mare? You're familiar with her. Oh yeah, the professor told me about her. According to him, she was actually an accident. The PMC wasn't even trying to make the pinnacle of all holocores, but somehow they just did. It's almost like they didn't make it. That's why I asked you guys, actually. I knew you had experience working with cores like her. Well, that explains the funny feeling I had. It wasn't just a coincidence. The professor must be pretty informed if he knows about Narebear. Indeed, her existence isn't technically confidential, but she hasn't been promoted or publicized either. I imagine word has reached the inner circles of the industry, the 3 disciples at least. Yup, that tracks. It was Professor Cronkite who told me. No wonder he knows. He's pretty much carrying the Republic's engineering sector on his back. I can confirm he's the real deal, not an engineer worth their salt who doesn't know about his work. Yeah, he really leaps and bounds above me. He's really leaps and bounds above me. He can be scary sometimes, but he really knows his stuff. I learned a ton working under him. Being honest, it was actually him who came up with Postal's adaptive AI design. I owe him for that. Is that so? We saw him not long ago. He gets his pick of the litter, and he goes with a little girl. Right. No, that's not it. The reason Postal is a girl is because she's meant to simulate how real humans grow and learn. So the more she learns, the more she matures. Right, that's the reason. Aaron, what did you grow up to? Does it really learn just like a person? That's so cool. She does, yeah. But according to Professor Cronkite, she doesn't even come close to Mirror's inner potential. It's been bugging him lately, actually. He was all, if some security company can make an advanced holocore, why can't we? He's been researching holocores in his spare time to try and figure it all out. Guy's driven, that's for sure. So, getting back on topic, the core was fine. Being a child that hasn't learned much, yeah, her abilities are pretty basic stuff, but she was pretty easy to use. Really? Thank you. The only real snag I ran into it was being a bit janky deploying shards while I was boosting. It didn't really hamper me at all, but still. Compared to other holocores, Pocel's deep learning algorithms may increase processing overhead and delay combat functions. Optimization should be a priority to help mitigate that, though some latency is probably unavoidable. Yeah, that does make sense. Can you each give me your feedback too? I mean, only Fairy used it. Conveniently, the holocore finished uploading its combat data to the laptop just as they were wrapping up. Thanks for waiting, guys. Now that I have the data, let me give you this back. Receive the postal holocore permanently. Oh, we can keep her? Mm-hmm. I just wanted to thank you for helping test her. We'll be pushing updates once we iron out the kinks, but you should get better with time. Thank you so much for your help. Now I need to get back to the Institute and analyze this data. That's good. Take care.
Well done, everyone.
Mirror deposit confirmed.
You know, it would be neat if it actually changed personalities and what it could do as you leveled it up. But somehow I don't believe that's a thing. I'm gonna get...
Activating maintenance mode. Activating maintenance
How
mode.
do I change it? Yeah, I mean, he's already level 3. Did she turn level 3 while we were playing? Or did they just, like, boost her up? Anyway, I'm gonna give her... It was Vine, right?
Holocore Vine is now online.
I think it was this one. Movement, attack, and speed when boosted. Okay. I kind of feel like I just want to max them out before I switch to a different one. I also guess there isn't much difference. It's not like the master ports from previous games that would actually just straight up give you new spells, depending on which one you equip. Okay, I think that's everything we can do for now. Which means we have to contact Quattro. Maybe now would be a good time to call Quattro and ask about her certification cards.
Yes, this is Elysian speaking. Ah, it's you, Agnes.
Ah, it's you! Oh good, I was worried I wouldn't be able to get through. It sounds like there's a little bit of interference with the connection, though.
Right, I apologize for that. I happen to be in the middle of something at the moment. Could you wait for me at a place called Jiskar Workshop? It's in the artisanal district. I'll be there short...
Hello?
That's not good.
Hello? Hello? What just happened? It sounded like something collapsed, and I could have sworn I heard a faint roar after that. It was like trouble to me. We were just at Jiscard's workshop a short while ago. Let's get on back there and see what the deal is. Sorry guys, we're back. Who are you? Oh, you're the group from earlier. I thought we told you that this was a restricted area. Sorry, but Quattro hasn't been past here, has he? Wait, what? How do you know about...
I'll handle this.
This guy's
I'm
supposed
the
to...
supervisor of this here workshop. Jiskar.
I was wondering, is this guy supposed to kind of look like a monkey? A little bit? Just with the facial hair? He looks just like the Wukong from the new game.
I had a feeling when I saw you kids here earlier, but are you the ones Katra's been showing around town?
Gasp. He told you about us? That's right, we're from Archer Solutions over at the capital. I'll get right to the point. We have reason to believe he's in danger. We think he might be in a mine or something like one. If that rings any bells, can you take us there? What? Quattro's in danger?
Come with me. I'll hear your story while we're on the move. You two, contact the guild just in case. Get on it.
So there's a mine shaft in the vicinity after all. You used to extract minor metal called linium. The signal's not right down there, which explains all the noise on your call. That's fast dialogue. So this is where Quattro likely is? Most likely, I'd wager. He goes to check all the lights and such are working every so often. He just went in earlier to do it again. Linium. Okay. It ain't all that big of a shaft, though, and there aren't usually any monsters down here. I'm detecting multiple monsters farther inside. Where did they all come from? And it's kind of normal in this game for a mine shaft to collapse and monsters to come pouring in. And the timing couldn't have been worse. Arkwright, was it? And the rest of you too. You all strike me as a tough bunch. I promise to reward you handsomely, so save him, please. I'll contact the guild and someone who can help in the meantime though, so don't go crazy. Lucky for us, we've got him on our side, huh? Alright folks, let's get moving. Right, we have to save Quattro. Sounds like someone's fighting. Indeed, I heard the faint sound of gunfire moments ago. What, is he packing or something? Kinda dangerous for a kid like him, right? Either way, let's hurry. I mean, Quattro kinda had the look of a party member.
Whew, that hits the...
So it makes sense that he could fight.
But...
Oh no, it's these things!
Show them what you're really capable of.
It's time for fucking earth shakers.
Launching ambush.
Get down! This'll hurt. I'll dice you up! All you, Agnes! Going all in.
I don't need this.
Shine! Entwall ray! It should be safe for now. You are a great help, Agnes. Arts work best for listen.
I'm so sad.
One more.
We got Abyssal Worms.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Here goes. Here I
Oops.
go.
Here goes.
I'll take there. There. Ha. There. There. Ha. Ya. Ya. Praise Arusha and the flames. This could get tricky with so many. Cover down. Activating shard. I'll get them all at once.
Activating skill.
Shine. Entwall ray. Reset.
Activating skill.
A chance. This'll hurt.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand. Use your own life.
Aerial Buster!
Perfect chance.
A boost would work here.
Falling back. Yeah. Here I go.
Find the whale on him. Here goes.
Hey, Hey, that one felt pretty good.
You did perfect, Fairy.
These things know how to put up a good fight.
They'll definitely put you through your paces if you take them one-on-one. You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Like in the previous games, these things would just do huge AoEs that did a shit ton of damage on the whole party. And it was kind of inconsistent when they would do it. Sometimes they would just do it whenever, and other times it would be triggered by using AoEs on them. It's unclear which one it's gonna be.
Unleashing Shark Strike.
Let's go down! Shine! And Twirl Ray! Perfect chance!
A boost would work here. Activating skill.
Flames within me! Destroy! Praise Arusha and the flames.
Shall I fetch a cold drink, Miss Alphayet?
These things are kind of beefy.
Enemy stunned. Now's your chance to deploy shards. Initializing drive.
This'll hurt.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand. Activating skill.
Stay put. Hit him fast, Fairy. Have some more.
Hey, that one felt pretty good.
You did perfect, Fairy.
Oh my. Quite the reception.
That's a lot of enemies.
This'll
Oh,
hurt.
fine.
A boost would work here. Activating skill.
Here's Guardian Blade. Slice him up. Reset.
Don't mind me.
You cannot run. Fire. Mr. Arkwright.
This'll hurt.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
I suggest you right now.
Think fast. Take this. All you on, yes.
I just
Activating skill.
Looks like a chest.
I can live with this. Shall I brew you some tea, Miss Clodell? Oh my. Quite the reception. I eagerly await your performance.
Your charge attack's ready, you know. Hold it. That's a lot of enemies.
I got an achievement for doing 300
A
strikes.
boost would work here. Activating skill.
Within me. Destroy. A chance. Bam.
Use a sharp boost. Activating skill.
You're not getting away. Blast off. All you on, yes.
That does some good damage.
Activating skill.
Have some more.
Ooh, a treasure chest.
I can live with this.
Nice job, Agnes.
Action 3. Should equip that to someone. I'm gonna have to just overhaul my quartz at some point. So maybe I'll just open a slot and give it to whoever I just opened it on.
Let's get to work.
Your charge attack's ready, you know.
Here I go.
I'm on.
I do hope everyone is well.
This is huge.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Now, gotcha. Let's finish the job.
Launching ambush.
They're stunned! This'll hurt.
Give them your all!
You're not getting away. Blast off! All you on, yes.
Activating skill.
By the heavens! Here! Percent!
A chance for a shard boost.
Miss Alfayed!
A boost would work here.
You're touched!
A chance!
Use a sharp boost!
I'm not allowed to hit it.
It's over! Nice! That was great!
You're a true professional there. That sounded like live combat.
Oh
We
no.
must hurry.
Of course the boss will be one of these
That
things.
hits the spot.
Support crit up. Okay, this is a regular one, so I can't really mess with my ornament here. So just go in and hope for the best. Found him. Quatra! What's that silver thing? It shoots beams!
Detecting small-scale seismic shift.
That thing from before?
He's doing Earthshaker! Are you alright?
Yes. You're all here.
Damn, what did you just do to neutralize the tremors? He paired the Sun Caliber and Holo style together most magnificently. Holo style? What? Time just happened to work out. It ain't gonna be happening again. A subspecies of the Abyss Worm. Watch out for their chain counterattacks. Use solo skills or arts to take him down. Are you good to go?
Yes. I can still fight.
So they do got the counters.
Theo, be sure to work with them.
Understood. Initiating interception protocol.
Activating shards!
My move now.
Why do they always get to swing first?
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand!
This'll
So if I
hurt.
S-craft them, they're gonna fucking ruin my day, aren't
Keep
they?
your guard up.
Here goes.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand! Activating Tron!
Now's your chance to boost.
Oh, they removed fucking,
Time to go all out!
they took, my shield there. Guess I gotta stay close to the rest of the
Going
team
all
then.
in.
PP boost though. Let's check this out.
Need help.
I owe you one.
Got it.
It just gives us 30 CP, huh? That's neat. Do Gibral Guard to make sure that everyone has a shield.
Shield! Protect everyone!
Okay, now I'm just gonna do this. And I'm gonna kill these worms.
Full boost! Go all out! Give them your all!
Brace yourself.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked! You won't get away with this!
They already went kind of nuts with it, so... Actually, let's see. Flaming
Make it
Prayer. Oh, I can just get more.
A chance.
That's nice.
Full boost! Go all out! Give them your all! No! Perfect chance!
Got a whole slew of them.
Full boost! Go all out!
Make it count.
Activating
Brace
skill.
yourself.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked! Perfect chance!
I just really don't want to deal with the worms. I'm afraid. I'm afraid to say.
Make it count!
Energy output at maximum. Activating skill.
Here's Guardian Blade! Slice him up! Do your worst!
Activating skill.
It's the end!
Boost gauge
Your
limit
turn
broken.
now.
Actually, what's your... Huh. Another thing about it, he doesn't have a lot of skills. Probably
This'll do the
just
trick.
a guest character.
Time to go all out!
This'll do the trick.
3-side attack
Going all
bonus.
in.
Some arts work better.
Yeah, it looks like he doesn't have an S-craft.
Activating skill.
Optical cannon! Got it!
This is all the skills he has. Probably doesn't have
Anything from us!
a thing.
Make it count!
Activating drive!
They give us another... I should refresh the shield. Oh, but I'm kind of running out of
Going
magic.
all in.
Got it!
I'm running out of CP, not magic. Magic is what I got the most of. Oh no. Why? You spent the whole fight without doing it once. And then decided to just ruin my day.
Activating drive!
Motherfucker.
Zypha, activate!
Well, that was supposed to go on
You saved
her,
me.
but okay.
There.
You saved me! I'll take you on!
Fucking Earthquaker. Have no CP.
This fighting's taking a real toll.
Oh, what can I cost? Oh,
I need to heal up soon.
this is the worst. He like didn't care for the whole fight and then suddenly hit me with the...
Thanks.
Here goes. This'll hurt.
Almost done though.
Think fast.
With the Earthquaker. Okay, now I just want to start throwing S-crafts at it again. But I really shouldn't.
Are you alright?
Don't get cocky.
No! They're stunned! Your turn now.
Got a whole slew of them.
Full activating
Braces.
skill. Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
A chance.
Activating. Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
I don't get why...
That's how it goes.
I don't get what triggered the Earthquaker. He only did it once the shields were gone. That was interesting.
Powered up.
Found scent. Was that all of them? I believe that to be the case, yes. Are you hurt at all, Quattro? I'm fine. I didn't realize you would all come. Sorry for causing you so much trouble. Huh, trouble is right. Because you weren't dumb enough to come here unarmed. Honorable pulse gun, eh? You know your way around combat from what I saw. And with this floating thing too. Floating thing? Wow. It's adorable. You think? This little guy is named Theo. I'd love to hear more. You mind if we shift to talk about what happened? I'd heard there aren't supposed to be monsters in here. You were checking the lights, right? Well... That's weird. Were they damaged? No, they were just swapped out the other day. Plus, it's not just that one that's gone bad. It's happening to all of them along the tunnel. You're right. These are self-sufficient lights, so they aren't on the orbital distribution network. Exactly, which means this kind of behavior should be impossible. So why... Get back here! Good. There's more worms. There's more of them. This isn't good. Everyone, prepare for combat. Tja. Van! It's that dog from Metal Gear.
Zeros!
Revengeance.
Now, Albus!
Does anyone here need medical attention?
That was such a weird reading. It's actually doing stuff. Did you come all the way from the capital? Oh, nice heroic entrance there, junior, senior bracer.
Well, you seem fine.
Thanks for rushing over here, Zeros.
Roof. Whoa, a black wolf? Starting to feel like just about anything could pop up around here. I see, so that's what is being tested here.
Are all of you okay?
Supervisor.
Phew, guess that wraps up this little adventure then.
I'm okay now. You can let go.
You should have just waited for us to arrive instead of going ahead on your own. But I suppose I can commend you for rescuing him at least. You did a bang out job down there yourself. You had no chill every time we bump into you, but you pulled your weight back in Kryl too. I'm this close to being promoted to B rank, so I would hope I could handle this much. For your snide little comment, you can mind your own damn business. I'm perfectly chill, thank you. Just proving his point, you know. It's for you, Quattro. Why didn't you call us to let us know something was off? Everything worked out alright in the end this time, but that could have easily ended worse than it did. I'm really sorry for worrying you. I thought I could handle it without any help since I had Theo with me. Decent crack. What? So long as you're alright, that's all that matters. It's supposed to be Jesus Christ or something. It's real worrying that monsters that big are showing up down there, though. That shouldn't be happening. Of course, orb and lights work to keep monsters away. Makes me wonder if them acting up is the cause. Is something on your mind, Quattro? Well, we saw them doing just that earlier, right? That's not the first time either. It's been happening every so often lately. They've gone out even when there was nothing wrong with the light themselves. But they've done things they shouldn't be able to technically do. There have been times when they've been malfunctioning 1 minute, then totally fine the next. You went down there because it was bothering you. More or less in line with what we've been hearing back at the guild. I don't think we can rule out a connection with what we're here to investigate either. Yeah, wish you told us back when we were at Vern's HQ. I'm sorry, I couldn't really mention it in front of the CEO. Thanks for this. This is all great to know, so the guild will keep it in mind too. If anything else happens, could you let us know right away? Can do. Thanks for coming all the way here. I know you're here due to business with the Vern Company, but you should avoid any suspicious moves while we're at it. Got it, my lord. We'll be sure to follow your lead and be on our best behavior. We can start with axing the snark. Here we go again. Well, see you later, everyone. Did you have to pick a fight with them when they just helped us out? It's fine, we're better off keeping the guild at arm's length while we're here. Well, let me just say again that I really do appreciate you coming to my rescue. Was there something you needed me for when you called me earlier? Oh yeah, almost forgot. There was something we wanted to discuss with you, actually. So you want to go inside the Institute of Science, do you? We read that only Agnes has the authority to do that. And I wish I could help all of you get through with her. But I can't upgrade your card. You'd need to speak to this guy right here. Let me see your card. No, they just have little LED screens. Received C rank ID certification. Oh, the writing on it changed. You're C rank just like me now, which means you can go inside the institute. We really owe you one. You sure it's okay to do stuff like this without running it by that CEO first, though? Basel's run by 3 groups: the Vern Company, the Institute of Science, and the Artisans Guild. I'm the head of the 3rd one, so I don't need anyone's approval but my own for stuff like this. Besides, you saved the professor's favorite youngin'. I wouldn't be fit to call myself an artisan of Basel if I didn't find some way to thank you. Supervisor. Can't argue with that. Thanks a lot. Just out of curiosity, is C as far as you can upgrade our card? Getting greedy. You got a guts on you, kid. You call yourself a Spriggan, right? Can't say it Peggy is the squeaky clean type, but I've got a feeling you can do some good work where the guild can't. Can bump your card up, rank up to B if I feel like you've earned it, so keep up the good work. I thought he'd be more of a stubborn old mule, but he's more relaxed than I gave him credit for. I think it's more he just trusts us a little. Well, his trust in you makes me feel better about helping you too. That card's all you need to get into the Institute, but how about I show you the way there? Think of it as my way of saying thank you for saving me. Are you leaving, Quattro? I am, but you're coming with. Thanks for the help earlier, Saros. Could you take care of things here while I'm gone? So their names are Fio and Saros. They're amazing. Yeah, they're like loyal animal friends straight out of a fairy tale. The black one looks rad in my opinion. I'm glad you can appreciate their brilliance. They're autonomous orbital drones based on holo AIs, if I recall. I've heard about the technology involved to create them. I didn't expect to see both a floating support tab and a ground-based offensive tab while in the field, however. You're very well informed. My apologies for not introducing myself sooner. I'm Reset Twinings, and I'm a concierge for Marduk Total Security Company. I'm currently supporting Arkwright Solutions in their endeavors. Well, that explains how you know so much. But hold on, didn't you say this request was from... I thought Marduk's sponsors were covertly at odds with the Principality. So how did you end up establishing such a bizarre group like this? I ask myself the same thing every day. When it's to resign yourself to your fate. It's clearly Arusha's guidance that brought us together. That and Mr. Arkwright's personal magnetism. How am I getting bundled with the goddess here? I guess I'll just have to let it go for now. Anyway, the Aerotram boarding platform is this way. You'll be able to use it now that your card's been upgraded. Now, before we leave, it looks like there's a side quest that we can do. Well, let's go do that.
Hey, Katra. Dropped off your groceries at the house.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
You are just buying his groceries? Okay, that's nice. Huh, he's in the party as a real character. But he doesn't have an S-Craft. The funeral research at the Basel Institute of Science's Master Course was taken in by Professor Hamilton, the mother of the Orbital Revolution, and raised her as her grandson. I kind of don't want him in the party if he's only going to use those 2 skills. You know, they're kind of nice. Freeze and side attack. They're probably going to force him into the party at some point or another. That wasn't fair. You cheated. You didn't outdrive me at all. Hey, a win's a win. You're such a short loser. You're such a sore loser. You always win against me. I deserve to win too. Easy, easy. I'm sorry for butting in like that. Maybe next time we can give Millie a little boost to balance it out, okay? But that wouldn't be fair either. I just want to beat him fair and square, okay? Hey, don't take it out on him for helping. Why can't he just suck it up? This is just great. I didn't expect to find one of Elaine's co-workers in an argument with some kids. Looks like he could use a hand too. Hey, fancy running into you here. What happened to the hot shit bracer I bumped into earlier? Can't break up an argument between a couple kids? You? Goddess of all the people. If you just want to laugh at me, you can do that later. I'm on official business, so get lost. No, not at all. I apologize if we're interrupting you. It's just that you look like you were in need of help. So what are you two arguing about? We heard a bit of the conversation, but could you fill us in? We race each other with RC cars a lot. But Millie is way too good a racer, so she usually wins. She really whooped me today, so I was down in the dumps. But then this really cool bracer came over and offered to help. Aren't you a model bracer, huh? The kids love you. I headed back to the guild after I ran into you guys, but then I came across these two after I started my rounds. The boy's car is is a Lino land carrier, just like the one we use at the guild. I kinda and I got me a little curious. One thing led to another, and I kinda lent them a hand. Oh, didn't know they made RC versions of those. I dig it. Even the little tykes can wheel these around. Wait, hold on a second. Is that a Nightbreaker? Oh, now that you mention it, yeah, it looks exactly like your car, just a different color. They make radio-controlled versions of those too? Yep, they do. I'm a big fan of this model. Hey, you know what's up. When it comes to power, you can't beat an Ingrid. Oh yeah, totally agree with you. Hitting it up with a kid. What am I watching? So yeah, today was just different. I followed the advice the bracer gave me and I won. I actually won. I beat her for the first time in forever. But Mila's being a real sore loser about it. I beat her fair and square. You didn't beat me fair and square. You had a coach. I've always beaten you all by myself. But now I'm supposed to accept I lost because you got an adult to help you? How is that fair? Oh, come on. It sucks losing all the time. Just let me have this. Uh-huh. Beat me by yourself first. If you're happy to cheat, then go race in the Cheaters Club. You can win all you want there. Hey, you want to say that again? Look, I'm sorry. I realized in retrospect that I shouldn't have gotten involved. So, yeah, this is how it's been for the last minute or so. Yeah, that's a bit of a conundrum, isn't it? Speaking of, I was looking at Twitter because for some reason lately I felt like wasting my time in that hell site. There's been some dialogue lately again about coaching in FGCs and whether it should be allowed or not. I don't know, it's kind of an interesting conversation. I guess the idea is that if you have a coach in between sets, you have someone that can sort of it has been calmly watching the match from the outside and just tell you the adaptation you need to make. And I guess it might be more important in specific games than others, like Tekken maybe it's a bigger deal. But it's interesting how there are people that are for and against it. And if you start to look closer, like the people that are for it usually trouble in groups. And the people that aren't are just on their own. And then there are, you know, people that run the gamut that just don't give a shit. And it's like, oh yeah, it's kind of weird, but I don't think it should be banned. And other people that say like, you know, it's bad. And others say like, no, it's great. Do it. Get yourself a coach, loser. So let's be a coach for the girl with Van, since he owns our car. I got an idea actually. How do you feel about pairing up with me, young lady? Elvis takes the boy, and then we've got a perfectly fair 2-on-2 rematch. Now both of us got coaches. That sounds like a great idea. Yeah, that works for me. With an adult on my side too, it'll actually be fair. Excellent idea, Mr. Arkwright. This should help them race each other more fairly. Okay, that's actually a good idea. Because a broken clock's right twice a day. Fuck you, guys. Fuck you, all of this. As you ride through you, though, you don't just do things out of the kindness of your heart. You've got an ulterior motive, don't you? No, my intentions are as crystal clear as that pickup's paint job. I just don't like seeing my favorite truck lose a rigged race. That's all there is to it, man. Justice. No, that tells a fine line between genuine swagger and just idiocy. Yeah, he does that. Well, that works for me. I guess if I sort of squint, I can see your point. So how do you two feel about it? Does that sound good? Sign me up. I want to show him who's boss. It'll be me and him versus the two of you. Me too. Last time wasn't just a fluke. Watch. Alright, we got ourselves a match. I won't lose this time. Uh-huh, prove it. It's a relief. I guess I'll calm down, now that we figured out a resolution to all this. But now I'm indebted to Spriggan of all people. Ugh! Don't let this go to your head, you hear? Man, screw you, Elvis. This doesn't even register on my balance sheet. Just don't hold back, you hear? I'm not going easy on you. This is about more than just you and me, or those two kids. It's Lino versus Ingrid. And us Ingrid fans, we don't take a loss lying down. Yeesh, you're way more into this than I am. But hey, you've got a point. This is a chance to settle to settle our differences for good and all. So you know what? Bring it. Wow, everyone's really pumped for this. Ben can't help himself when it comes to cars, as we are all aware. It would be nice if this helped him get along better with Elvis, too. We should start by finding a suitable race course. What did you use for your match earlier? It was right here. Just a really straight and narrow sprint. I do think we should go somewhere else. We need a proper circuit for this. Yeah, something nice and open. I want that too, but I don't know where. There aren't many open spaces where we won't be getting in anyone's way. I might have an idea, actually. I know a venue that might be willing to host this. I'm not 100% sure, but it's worth asking. Follow me, everyone. I'll see if I can get permission. Got involved with Elvis dealing with some kids, and now we're going to be competing with RC cars. As someone who loves integrated vehicles, I can't afford to lose. Time to get serious. Time to get dangerous. Sure, I'm in. Great, to Newtown then. That's where this venue is.
Time to go solve some problems.
Oh, they have voice lines for him? He's definitely a character. I hope he gets more crafts though, because just 2 is pretty sad. Alright, I think I gotcha. So you want a venue for your RC race? At least some mechanic that will like give him more to do in a fight. Like, yes, the pavilion has hosted RC races in the past, if memory serves. Would you be willing to lend us an event space for a race of our own? Ah, now it's making sense. Well, how could I refuse a request from you, Quatra? I'll talk to the administrator and see what I can do. Our schedule's pretty quiet right now, so they shouldn't have a problem with it. Let's make this the best race you've ever seen. Yay, thank goodness! Now I really can't wait. Huh, didn't think you had inroads with the pavilion. Nice job calling in those IOUs, Quatra. They do come in handy. I should specify, though. This is more for me. The pavilion works closely with the Institute and the workshop, so we're well acquainted. Out of curiosity, what kinds of RC cars are you bringing? I'll be using my Lino land carrier. I've got an Ingrid Nightbreaker pickup. Oh wow, Lino and Ingrid? Seriously? What? Is that a problem? What's with the alarm? You know those makes, right? I'm a Lino I keep changing how I say Lino. I'm a Lino employee who has left this company for 20 years. I'm an Ingrid employee and a fanatic in my own right. And Petra and I get a little spirited when we debate over the two. We'll have a drink and some snacks just to go to town. And just go to town. If this is a battle between Leno and Ingrid, then we have to treat this seriously. This is getting way bigger than it should be. You bet, this is company pride we're talking. Oh yeah, this race has big implications. Way beyond just RC stuff. It's 2 better rivals going at it, and for these young guns that can make or break their brand allegiances, it's serious stuff. That sounds a bit extreme. I really don't think it's quite that important. Yeah, they've lost me. Oh, I have an idea. We have some aftermarket parts over in the storehouse. I'll let you two have a sneak peek on me. Don't tell anybody, okay? Oh, would you mind giving us some time to work out the track? We want to make sure it's perfect as can be. Sure, by all means. Yeah, thanks a lot. This is like a Make-A-Wish Foundation kind of thing, I don't know. A few minutes later. Set up the whole event. I'll go over the rules one more time, just to be safe. Team Dick and Team Melia will compete in a 2-on-2 relay format. After 2 laps, the first racer will hand the controls to the second. They will complete 2 more laps for 4 total. The finish line will be right here at the start, understood? So Dick and Melia will lead off their respective teams. Yeah, then Van and Alvis will compete against each other in the second leg. I'm getting really excited. Who's gonna win? Racers, on your marks. Get set. Go! Man, they're really fired up. You said it. I'm glad they're having fun. Wait, why am I being all buddy-buddy with you? We're not allies anymore. We're enemies. Sure. With that, the race was off to a thrilling start. Melia... Why do they get to these narrations whenever there are races? Melia climbed out to an early lead with her Nightbreaker, but after negotiating the turns, Dick's land carrier began to catch up down the long straight. He had swapped out its stock motor for an aftermarket sport engine boasting much stronger acceleration. They sell RC stuff in the pavilion? The track favored straight line speed with its series of straightaways, allowing Dick to pull ahead of Millie after the first lap. Once it got Millie out, she closed the gap in the corners with her skillful driving. She had cut the deficit, but she still lagged behind Dick's souped-up machine as her leg of the race came to a close. I'm leading, Elvis, I did it! You sure did. Leave the rest to me, buddy. Dang it, you win this round, Dick! Go getting, Van! You got it. Give me some nice momentum to work with. With the third lap underway, Van and Elvis tested their mettle. You should have expected as much from Millennium employees' special customization. They really understand this thing's unique qualities. Same here. But neither side has a clear advantage. There's no ace in the hole. What the? Sorry to interrupt. Both of these cars are designed to go off-road, so what's the point in keeping them on the road? Paved roads are hardly their natural habitat. We decided to spice up the track a bit. This puts every facet of your cars to the test. Oh, that's rad. You guys know how to put on a race. Wow, that's so cool. Man, I wish you could have raced on this. I wonder how I'd have it done. Okay, both have a little lead here. Gotta protect that. No mistakes. How do I want to go about this? That cardboard's a big old roadblock, but I'm already behind. What's the play here? It's time to floor it. No time to lose. Full throttle, baby. Meow, meow. Oh yeah, how's that? Ha, not bad. So the off-road bit coming up next. This is gonna be good. LC's chew these roads for breakfast. I can't push my grip on this surface, but I can't afford to give up any ground either. Do I hold steady or do I punch it? Stay the course. Gotta be patient here. I just can't shake him. Like we were clipping through the through the little stones. Last big curve coming up. The inside line is less distance, but he's gonna want it too. Aim for the apex. I don't know what that means, but I'll do it. I'll take that inside line, thank you. Oh no you don't. That corner's mine. Gotcha, bitch. What? Man. You little... I got one last ace up my sleeve. Get a load of my twin turbo. What the? How do you get that? Is that even allowed? Yo, this is sick. I wonder if I can get one of these for my truck. Don't you whine to me about the rules. Anything goes, right? Huh? I've never seen a part like that. Oh, he's really proud of that. He was off chatting with Chamberlain about something earlier. I suppose that's what it was. You were sitting on that one for a while, huh? But how? I swapped the motor and everything. You're mine! Can't believe it, she just said gotcha, bitch. You just broke that out. All four of you really put on a show there. But in the end, only one team can be the winner. On with the results. Leno versus Ingrid. The winner of this white-hot relay RC race is... the Ingrid team, led by Captain Milia. Wow, we really did it! They had us there, but you outdrove them in the second half. Way to go! It was nothing. Thanks for letting me tear up the course with your Nightbreaker. I hate to admit it, but you have me beat. Maybe I owe you some respect as a gearhead. Maybe. Man, you're a really good driver, Elvis. I want to learn how you race like that. But I am not losing to you again, Milia. Best 2 out of 3. You're on. Well, that was quite the show. I wasn't expecting to end up so invested. Yeah, but I think we've hogged the pavilion long enough with that. Let's bounce. Yeah, I should get back to my rounds. Okay, let's head back to the Artisanal District and race there. Yeah, good idea. Well, I'm glad they've mended things. Looks like that big fight from before never happened. That ballooned a bit, didn't it? But hey, all's well that ends well. I really owe you guys for that. That's our line. How could we say no to a race between two of the auto industry's biggest rivals? Orbital cars aren't just machines, they're the future. They're something that kids and adults both can appreciate. The race was exactly what the Motor Pavilion is all about, spreading the joys of motoring to all. Come on back sometime, will ya? The Grand Prix may have ended, but Dick and Milia still hungered for racing. Fine and Company saw them back to the Artisanal District, and then made for the Institute.
Now that's one job behind us.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Side quest done. Getting real close to that level 3. Okay. I guess we've done everything here. Time to head to the next segment.
This is the Aero Tram.
Oh, I guess we're just right here.
When boarding the Aero Tram, please have your authentication card ready and follow the instructions of the attendant.
I wish I could drive like you. I just have to keep at it. I just don't think like driving skills translate to RC driving. But okay. Everyone gets to ride now?
Whoa! We're so high up!
Voice acting!
This is kinda nice.
It's the kind of thing you'd only find here. Professor Hamilton designed this, right?
Oh, I'm impressed you knew.
I'm glad it's voice acted because it's going forward on its own. I'd have to rush to read it.
Is something wrong? Not at all. It's just that while I've heard about everything here, seeing the whole world with your own eyes for the first time is without doubt an unparalleled experience.
Hmm? I know what you mean. I feel the same way after diving into the world of a good book for the first time.
That seeing the world for the first time bit, making Reset seem like, I don't know, some lab baby or something. Here we are, the Basel Institute of Science, the place where much of the Republic's most cutting-edge research gets done. It's situated in such a beautiful location too. The views of the canyon from here are just stunning. Yeah, this area is supposed to be popular with tourists for exactly that reason. Though even they need a card right now. True, even they need a card right now. This isn't that bad of a spot to sightsee, I guess. But there's no real place to live it up in town. Oh, speaking of tourism. What's that rounded building over there? I've been wondering this whole time. It's an observatory. It's a place where you look at the stars, right? That's right. There's a very powerful telescope that lets you see far more of them than you could with the naked eye. There are many who believe that astronomy is the discipline from which all others draw their roots, even if others disagree. It actually originated in the Central East, if you didn't know. Oh, really? Pretty sure they were big on stargazing in that fallen empire to the east back in the day, too. This is turning out to be very educational. Huh? Ahem, so where would you like to start? I'd be happy to show you around if you want. Nah, it's fine. We're just gonna wander around for a while and see what we find. If you can tell us where the main facilities and research labs are, that'll be plenty. Well, if you're sure, they're marked on the building's map already, but here you go. Well then, I've got work of my own to take care of, so I'll get going for now. If anything comes up, you're always welcome to contact me on my cipher. Thanks. Oh, I was hoping we could stay with him longer. He knows so many cool things. I feel the same way, but it would be difficult. Yeah, he's just gonna get in the way when we start poking our noses around in dark places. I doubt we're gonna get any more 4SPGs here, but here's hoping we can learn more about this abusive professor wherever they are. Let's get to work. Remember to talk casual and not make it obvious what we're here for. Understood. Oh, sorry, I thought that was Fairy speaking. I try to sort of read them slightly different even if I'm not making voices. It's like when I do a somewhat excited read, is it would it be Fairy?
This feels relaxing.
It's a pretty nice
This
place.
campus is just as big as I expected.
Let's take a look around. Gotta check out all the spots that kid mentioned.
There's a shop over there. The inside of the building looks pretty drab though.
Tasty.
Everybody's gotta eat, right?
Just holding a taco, okay.
What'll it be for today? Thanks a bunch.
That was pretty filling.
Oh, he's still kind of in there, huh? You just look at this. Look at this thing. The wonders of fungi go unrecognized. My lab is the only one in the entire biochem building that gets so routinely snubbed. What gives?
Alrighty.
The guy's like, we could be making bioweapons. I remember seeing you at that Orwell Cafe in Edith. I live over here in Basel. I didn't expect to see you here too. Emily lives over in the capital, so I'm out there a lot both to visit them and to do my civil engineering research. I'll be cooped up here for a while though. I've got a big paper to finish up. A student here, huh? We should try talking to her. I wonder if I talk to the NPC in regular.
Can we talk?
Like when we were in the capital. A professor abusing their authority, you say? That's a bit of a stretch to me, not gonna lie. I can say for certain that Professor Cronkite and Professor Tane would never do that. It can't be them. Oh, what makes you so sure about that? Well, so Professor Cronkite's a man of few words, so he can come across as kinda scary. But he means well, really. I mean, he's one of the greatest minds of our time. He lives and breathes science. And then Professor Tane is just really friendly to everybody. He's always looking out for people. He's known the world over for his work in civil engineering and urban planning. The Basel Institute of Science certainly earns its reputation. Its faculty are all accomplished scientists and engineers in their own right. Yup, lots of famous people come to study and lecture here. Professor Callaghan's a real celebrity too. He's a real whiz when it comes to mechanical engineering. He's the brain behind the military's new weapons. Last I heard though, his new big proposal got shot down in favor of someone else's. He didn't really take that very well. But he's bounced back from what I can tell. He's really putting his all into his new project. I'm really humbled to get to work with so many hardworking and talented people. Hardworking and talented people can still be assholes. Are they good people? Are they good people is what we're asking. Could you maybe have phrased that a little less aggressively? Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. You're a big help. He's gonna ignore Aaron's extremely rude outburst. Were you? So not our Chet.
Let me ask you something.
Workplace harassment? Goodness. I've heard these bits and pieces, but I'm a bit nervous to talk about it. We won't tell anyone, don't worry, anything helps. I've heard loud shouting from one of the other labs, yes. Found me out of the work I was doing. I heard stuff like, you idiots, can't you do anything right, and you're a disgrace to the Institute, get out! Just lashing out at everything and everyone now, it's really disturbing. Which professor was the one doing that? I just can't say it, sorry. If they find out it was me, I'd have hell to pay. It's really gnawing at me, the abuse is only getting worse and worse from what I'm told. I've heard the works, fatigue, depression, exhaustion, even a couple researchers fainting on the job. That whole department looks visibly shaken these days. The stress is just too much for them. I worry that they'll all end up like Cindy. Cindy, what happened to her? She's at her breaking point, from what I hear. I hardly see her at the Institute anymore. We've all been trying to support her however we can, but it's rough, it really is. Damn, yeah, that's not good. Who's the professor helping her, out of curiosity? It would be Professor Esmeray. She's in the bioengineering department. She's known the world over for her cutting-edge research, a real upstanding woman. Are we supposed to just process of elimination them? She's always up to her neck in her own work, though. She probably doesn't know the extent of the abuse of the other labs. Yeah, thanks for filling us in. It still helps us a lot. I'm struggling to read. Sorry. Sorry if I just stutter randomly. Or have to like stop to breathe or swallow. I'm just catching myself fumbling a word. And I have to like say it a couple times or restart a couple times to do it right.
Let me ask you something.
Huh? A power-tripping professor, you say? Well, if it were anybody, I'd put my money on Cronkite. He's awfully quick to dismiss people, haughty in a word. Kind and helpful aren't exactly synonymous with him, at least from what I've seen and heard. I see. Have you heard anything about any of the other professors that might relate to these allegations? Let me think now. Well, I can't see Professor Arley doing anything like that. He's just a bundle of sunshine, not a mean bone in her body. Sometimes I even see her in here picking up research materials for her students. Then there's Professor Callaghan. He always made a point of helping out his assistants. He's certainly not a bad person in my view, but he's gotten a bit of a bad rap after his work went south. Thank you for sharing your experience with us. We greatly appreciate it. Alright, I think we've calmed the area over pretty well now. Let's go sit down somewhere and try piecing things together. I recommend that open space at the front of the Institute grounds. I saw some benches there that we could use. Sounds like a plan to me. Hey, how do we get back up there? Back down there, rather. Okay, let's save here again. Alright, we about ready to sit down and get cracking? Well, that was pretty good. We got our hands on some nice info there. We learned a lot of professors' names too. There's Professor Callaghan, the Engineering Science Authority, Professor Orley in the Chemistry Department, Professor Cronkite, a well-respected expert in physics and orbital engineering, and Professor Tyne, an architectural researcher. And then one Professor Esmeray, over in Bio. They all sounded really capable, but of course, the stat sheets don't tell the whole story. They all sounded like oddballs in their own right. I think we can pretty safely narrow the perp down to one of those 5. I agree, we have pretty strong evidence to suggest that. Alright, let's take our evidence from the top then. All the people we talked to, all the testimonies, they all had this one thing in common. Ah, I see what you mean. They didn't name the abuser. Not a single one named the culprit. Some of those guys knew who it was, but it kept sounding like they were too scared to name him. They'd have made our job a hell of a lot easier if they just named the guy, but nope. Yeah, now that you mention it, it is kinda weird. I can understand not wanting to be labeled a snitch, but it felt like there was more to it than that. They were afraid of the culprit, but you could tell they respected them too. They didn't want to sully this professor's good name. And some people said the guy wasn't always like that, something changed them. Probably the conflict over that proposal we heard about, something about hard feelings. That one guy said they had to crunch after the proposal fell through. Telltale sign of abuse to me. It does seem likely, but we can't say for certain that what changed the professor's behavior. That would be a reasonable explanation. That said, no circumstance justifies such an abuse of power and status. This professor is truly incorrigible. So that's who you think the culprit is? Yeah, you ask me, there's only one professor who fits the bill. Professor Callaghan. Professor Callaghan's our guy. One of the foremost authorities on engineering science. Perhaps the smartest man in the whole field. I've seen him in the papers plenty of times before. He's always described as a savant. Notably, he helped modernize the military's weapons and equipment. But he's got revenge on the mind, sounds like. Some other professor one-upped him, and that's got him pissed. I get it sucks, but you'd think a world-renowned scientist would be less childish about it. You'd know a thing or two about acting like a child, wouldn't you? I don't know, you usually call me a grandpa. Which is it, bud? It's now the time. So, what do we do now? We have all the recordings of the people we talked to. That all points to Professor Callaghan being the suspect. So, what's our next move? Do we hunt down our client next and give him the tapes? Nah, I'm thinking we get Professor Callaghan's opinion on it without accusing him directly. We nudge him in the right direction and he might just turn himself in. What do you mean? Simple. We tell him about these abuse rumors going around. We talk about all these exhausted students, and he connects the dots on his own. Failing that, well, we already know it's him. He's bound to figure out his reputation's on the line, the more he hears about this. If he's smart, he'll fess up. So that's what we'll do. We give him a subtle little nudge, and he does all the work Elsheim wanted for us. 2 birds with 1 stone right there. Sounds really scheming. I'm not sure we're the good guys all of a sudden. Well, it is a quintessentially Spriggan-like way of solving our problem. Fine by me. To the Power Tripper slap, then. Actually, where is it? I don't remember seeing it while we were taking our tour. I suspect it's in the Special Research Building. We need some form of clearance to enter, of course. We passed by a door with a guard in front earlier. They won't let any ordinary civilian inside. I suspect we would need an A-rank card at the very least. It was hard to get, for us to get the C rank. I think getting an A rank one is off the table. What should we do then? Maybe we wait for him to leave the building and ambush him? Nah, old Van's the man with a plan. All that matters is that we get inside the building. Doesn't matter how we do it. And being a Spriggan, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. Van, you're kind of scaring me with that smile there. We defer to you. What's your strategy, Master Spriggan? So first, we just roll on up the building like anybody else would. Once we get there, we convince the guard to let us in. Just act naturally and we're golden. Excuse me, is this where we can find Professor Callaghan? We're here to speak with him. Right, yes. May I see your card, sir? Of course. C rank. I'm sorry, but I can't let you in without the proper security clearance. If you don't mind me asking, what business do you have with him to begin with? Glad you asked. We're here on behalf of the Principality of Elsheim. We figured there was an appointment for us, but we just now found out they didn't set anything up. Sorry for the inconvenience. We wanted to inquire about Professor Callaghan's new research. It's caught our investors' interest. His findings have seismic implications. Even the Cypher Revolution would be small potatoes compared to this. So we looked into meeting with him and collaborating on his research. Only to learn that Marduk was interested in the same thing, so now we've got ourselves a 3-way partnership here. Yeah, I'm here on the Marduk Company's behalf. I'm a concierge in their employ. So, you're meeting with him to discuss a grant, is that it? I'm a bit surprised to hear both Elsheim and Marduk are collaborating on this, but, well, stranger things have happened, I guess. I apologize for the inconvenience. That said, who are these children with you? Surely they're not employees. Pardon? I'm not a kid, I'm just short. They're associates from an Elsheim VIP. Pardon them. They're here on Elsheim's behalf as well, so they were looking to sit in on our meeting. This is a little awkward though. We came all the way from Elsheim just to get turned away at the door on a technicality. I'm not sure what to tell them when we get back home. I really am sorry. There's clearly been some kind of a mix-up there. Your arrangement might have been lost in the shuffle with all the Aramis students visiting. You must have been issued the same rank card as them by mistake. I'll go clear this up with Professor Callaghan. 1 minute, please. 1 minute, please. Of course, we'll be waiting. You sure you're okay with you sure you're okay with him calling your bluff? Of course. We'll need to turn down grant money. That ain't what we're really here for, but he just has to take the bait. Thank you for your patience. The professor would like to meet with you at once. Go right in. Thank you very much. Can't believe you managed to deceive your way past someone again. Hey, nothing I said was a lie. Not my fault if someone else takes what I said the wrong way. But you tell yourself that every single time, huh? Yeah, you must be a real pro at this. I mean, not something to be proud of. As your sudden embarrassment suggests. I wish you would at least stop to think about the bad influence you might be having on Fairy.
So you're trying to blame all of this on me, are you?
Voice acting.
Not at all. I'm in no way trying to suggest your latest research is the cause. If anything, the approach you're taking with your latest project rather fascinates me.
Does it now?
That being said,
Impressive,
work on
man.
my own project has reached a critical juncture. I cannot afford any issues with net traffic at this time.
That certainly sounds like blame to me, Cronkite. You may be one of Professor Hamilton's students, but that doesn't give you the right to...
So sorry for the delay. Oh? Who the devil are you? This is a restricted area, you know? Not to worry, we have permission to be here. Could either of you direct us to Professor David Callaghan's office? Ah, so you're the ones I just heard about. We're finished here, Cronkite. Now, if you would all follow me. Yang, Professor Cronkite and Callaghan. Huh? Funny running into you guys here. Whoops. You could say the same thing. Mr. Arkwright, do you have business here? Quatra. What are you doing here, Salición? And who are these people with you? They are students here on an educational visitation from the capital. I've been assisting them during their stay. Professor Cronkite was gracious enough to extend us an invitation to visit him when we happened to see each other in town. So we asked Mr. Salición if he could lead the way. I do not believe I invited anyone but you, nor did I imply we should meet quite this soon. But I suppose chasing you away here would be more work than just humoring you. Very well, follow me. Really? It would be nothing short of incredible to see your work up close, Professor Cronkite. Well, we'll get out of your hair now. We apologize for the interruption. I can see that you're very busy, but it would be a pleasure to speak more on another occasion, Professor Callaghan. Oh? I suppose that can be arranged. It must be nice to have enough free time to spend on such frivolous nonsense as educational visitations. Well, come with me. I want to make this brief. Of course, Professor.
Wait! I'd like to listen in on this conversation too, if you don't mind. As their guide, I suspect it has everything to do with me.
Take a 10-minute break. Do not return late.
Yes, Professor. Excuse us. It's already kind of fucked up right away. No bathroom break for you guys.
As you know, my name is David Callahan. I believe you're here to talk about Elsyme and Marduk investing in my research. That makes for a very interesting combination, if you don't mind me saying. What exactly led to this?
Is that what you were told? There seems to have been a misunderstanding then. We're currently working for Elsyme, and we do have a Marduk employee with us, but that's all. What? We're currently in the middle of an investigation, you see, and a lead happened to bring us here. And Van really just says, oh no, we didn't lie. We just said stuff and they believed us. I wanted to follow up on a rumor that some extreme abuse of power has been taking place in a laboratory here. Gasp. That's the face of a guy who's got something to tell. Who asked you to investigate this? Couldn't tell you, didn't leave their name, but they did tell us all about what's been happening. We've heard all about the ridiculous workloads and insane hours that they and their colleagues have been forced to endure. About how they're never allowed any rest, are woefully underpaid, and how they receive vicious, constant verbal abuse from their superior. Even to the point that someone collapsed from overwork and has been driven to the brink of suicide. That's just... We have all the testimony and evidence we need to act if that's what it comes to. But we thought it better to come and hear your thoughts first. Excuse me? It's not too late to turn things around. So many people we spoke to were quick to say that you weren't always like this. They mentioned how they almost had trouble believing just what you'd become. We could see how afraid people are of you now, and how they dislike what you've become. But at the same time, we could see how deeply they respect you too. We're not heroes of justice like the cops or the guild. We're just about finding common ground and putting things to right. As long as you're willing to work with us, we can... That is enough! Don't talk to me about respect and then immediately resort to blackmail. I cannot believe one of my assistants would try to set me up like this. Unbelievable. I give them a golden chance to help me obtain glory beyond their imagination, and this is how they choose to repay me? Is the MacGuffin glowing? Why do you say that? You know we've got evidence of what you're doing, right? Sure you want to pick this fight? Do what you will with your evidence. All I have to do is cover it up. No one's going to believe some lowly assistants over an esteemed professor. Professor? I am two mere steps away from completing my research, and they pick now to sabotage my efforts? Very well, then damn the human cost. I'll start working them to the bone to make up for their...
Just listen to yourself, Professor! What has gotten into you? You used to be so kind and supportive. Professor Hamilton held you in such high regard. Even though I was one of her students, you would still take the time to look after me. I just can't understand why all you do lately is spit in the face of her achievements.
Quattro? I suspected as much.
Sorry. That's a private matter between us. But please, at least stop and think about how you're treating the people who work under you. They took their positions because they dreamed of being like you. Don't belittle them or their work.
Salesian. Don't tell me what I can and can't do, you third-rate apprentice!
Okay, kill him. Just kill him. Quattro, what do you think you're doing? Listen, asshole.
You're talking to the famous David Callahan, the preeminent scholar of engineering science and military technology, who has long upheld the very foundation of this nation's national defense. I've had enough of youngsters like Cronkite and Esmeralda acting like they're above me after all I've achieved. My latest research will propel Calvert to even greater heights, change the power balance of the entire continent. Why can no one understand just how much of a privilege it is to help with that?
Professor!
He's going on a huge power trip. Well, you're free to have whatever lofty goals you want, but I think we've had our 10 minutes, don't you? Oh. We came here to explain the situation and offer a solution we thought would benefit everyone. You're welcome to try and cover up all the evidence and testimonies we've gathered, but I promise you, it ain't gonna be easy. If you're as close to this revolution as you claim to be, then I'd give it another thinking through if I were you. I'm done wasting my time with you. I will be raising the issue of your illegal trespassing and appalling brazeness with Mr. Townsend. I admit that I may have been a little too harsh, but as long as you intend to cling to Professor Hamilton instead of aiming for something more, I have no interest in you. Unless you now see the benefits of developing your talents under me, after all. I would wager that would be a far better use of your time than waiting for like a little girl for an old woman who's long gone. Excuse me. Patra? Pardon us. Hey, y'all should quit. Y'all should quit. Leave him on his own.
Like a little girl.
There you are.
So this is what it looks like inside, huh?
It's so cool seeing the observatory. Is that the telescope?
So when is Agnes gonna tell them that she saw the MacGuffin glow?
That's right.
While he was
Professor
going
Hamilton
on a
had
trip?
it specially made.
I'm sorry you had to witness that earlier, but I'm impressed you knew where to find me. Is that a feeling? We're happy to forget what we saw as long as you forget about us forcing our way into the research building. Van, behave. You can go ahead and have a seat over there. I'll go make us some tea. So there aren't actually any astronomy professors here. Not at the moment. I'm the only one who comes here every day right now. But there was a time when quite a few researchers and students who all adored Professor Hamilton would come. Even Professor Callaghan would from time to time. Oh. He never used to be like he is now. He's always seen Professor Hamilton as a rival, sure. But it used to be the friendly kind of rivalry that was beneficial to both sides. He taught me so much too. He really must have changed then. Yeah, from that to the uptight abusive asshole we saw earlier is some kind of fall. He might be brainwashed, actually. Who knows? No one is evil for real in this setting. Professor Hamilton left the Republic 2 years ago, if I recall. Like, there was one guy, and he died. And then everyone else has sort of been morally gray when you get down to brass tacks. And gotten second chances. And you're one of her students. That's right, I owe more to her than I can ever hope to repay. I've been looking after the observatory and her house since she left the country. Sometimes you get one guy that stops being morally gray and tries to be good, and then dies before they can do that because they're too powerful. Like, the villain is too powerful, so they're not allowed to become a hero. I think it's debatable whether I'm doing a good job of it. The CEO of Vern, Mr. Toussaint, is also one of the directors on the Institute's board. And he told me that he's considering shutting his place down because so few people are using it. Wait, who? Oh no, so that's why you've been doing all kinds of miscellaneous tasks to score points with him. That's awful. I really am sorry about earlier, though. I ended up interfering in your investigation by jumping in, didn't I? If I hadn't said anything. Don't sweat it. We ended up getting some useful info out of that whole outburst. My guess is you've noticed this by now, too. But his piss-poor attitude isn't the only bad thing going on with him. You really think so? I have the same feeling. It would explain why someone so respected has stooped to such irrational behavior. Feels like the question is, what is he trying to do that he's willing to go so far off the deep end for it? The computer hardware in his laboratory was state-of-the-art. I suspect he's using it to perform vast calculations. The kind that would be equally difficult to properly manage. I agree. I've never seen a simulation of this extent before, and it seemed even that wasn't getting the results he wanted. It couldn't be. No, but that would... I see now. Stop reading the plot. Stop reading the script, Reset. Well, we better keep an eye on that guy for a while. Wayne and Basil for that long, but we're gonna be here for the next couple of days at least. Sometimes I feel like it's fine if they pan over to the character and have them close their eyes, but don't just have them like think to themselves, I see now, and let the player know. Alright, I do have my doubts about you, but I believe that Agnes is worthy of my trust. So if anything comes up, I'll be sure to let you know, to keep what the professor left behind safe, if nothing else. Nothing comes from not being honest with yourself, you know? We'll be counting on you, Quattro. Sure seems like he's being honest with himself to me. Not trusting you is the right call. Oh, you're very much in the same boat with how boorish you are. Excuse me? You're trying to pick a fight, kiddo? It's only proving my point, you know? Are you interested in the telescope? I was just wondering what it's like, that's all. It's only just past 5 o'clock, so we won't be getting a great view of the stars quite yet. But come with me, you still might be able to get a good view of the great Cheddar Triangle. Really? Yay! Aw. Of course the two kids of the group would hit it off. You're also still a damn kid from my perspective. By the way, Agnes, was it just me, or did you seem surprised by something when that professor was shouting up a storm? It wasn't just you. I cannot believe one of my assistants would try to set me up like this. Unbelievable. I mean, we were just here. Yeah, the MacGuffin did sure glow. So it picked then of all times to shine. It's not doing it now, though. Do you think it could just be a coincidence? You gotta wonder. Not like it'll be the first time it's shown at an odd time, like when we first ran into Grimcat.
Whoa! What's this room for? Odette? What brings you all here? Found you! We've been looking for all of you.
We couldn't find you anywhere in the main building, so we wondered if you might be here.
Sorry for putting you guys out.
Oh. Even Ryan gets voice acting?
Well, not all of us are here for you. So this is their giant telescope. I've seen one in the Imperial Museum too, but it's so cool.
Oh, can we take a look through it?
It's nice seeing this place this lively again. It's been so long.
October 23rd, 6:10 p.m. Well, we'll be going back to our hotel now. Sure thing. Try not to stay up too late just because no one's keeping an eye on you. The telescope was amazing though, wasn't it? I wish you could have had another look through it before we left. How about you come and walk around with us some on the last day, Fairy? We'd love to have you. Really? Your work sounds amazing, so I'd like that a lot. We just leave playtime to the kids then. I'm more in the market for a place catered to adults. Hell, you want to join in on the fun, Four Eyes? I would never want to go to such a place. Or are you blushing? It sounds like it'll be kind of fun in its own way. It was nice to finally meet the famous Reset too. Maybe we could talk some more another... Oh yes, I would like that very much indeed. Yay, then it's happening! Did you notice? I mean, her her head's in the clouds. Yeah, you managed to learn anything on your end? I'm afraid not. We heard something interesting from that genius professor, but that's about it. I'm not going to have much free time here, however, so I'm going to have to leave it to that nose of yours this time. Having all the work on me, huh? Great. I mean, it is our work. It is our job. Here's the tram. Then we bid you all farewell. I should be able to meet you tomorrow morning at around 8 o'clock. I know it's a little early for good nights, but I hope you all have one regardless. Same to you. See you tomorrow. Sleep tight. I guess we don't get Agnes for the night portion. If we get a night portion? So what's eating away at you, phony maid?
Huh?
Rude. Is something up? Can't hide a thing from him.
I should have realized I wouldn't be able to keep my concerns a secret. To tell you the truth, I'm getting a peculiar sense of déjà vu from what's happening here in Basel.
Déjà vu? Your main job's being a concierge, but you also handle crisis management all over the country, right? So which does this horrible net and distribution network issue make you think of more? Liberal 6 years ago, or Crossbow 4 years ago?
You're proving perceptive and knowledgeable beyond belief.
I'm sure I've heard both of those things before, but... Yeah, I think Sal's mentioned them at some point too. Was there an orbital net issue at Crossbow? I guess they sort of used it to summon... summon a god. But the liberal thing was just killing everything that worked with orbital power. The former was when all orbital power was shut off by the appearance of an ancient floating city. The latter was when the orbital network was used to perform a man-made miracle. I never witnessed them firsthand, so there's a lot of gaps in what I know. But both were caused by things you wouldn't think could exist. Man, I'd think you'd made both events up if I didn't know better. I know what happened a year and a half ago in Crossbow, and that's just as batshit crazy on paper. Oh, when the whole continent was hacked, or whatever the word is.
I'm afraid I can't answer most of your questions because they would contain classified information. However, I believe this may end with a crisis different from the ones that Mr. Arkwright mentioned.
Huh. Well, Miss Perfect's Genesis started glowing again. There's bound to be something. No way this ends without it giving us a headache. Yeah, we're gonna need to be ready for trouble. You gotta head out somewhere now, right? I'll come with you if you want.
Again, you are perceptive beyond belief.
We might have only met in person recently, but I've known you for a real long time now. Whenever you stumble on a major problem brewing, you gotta report it to HQ, right?
Correct. What is happening here certainly falls under Code E of our regulations. But I see no harm in having someone with me during my report. We could also patrol the area at the same time. Does that sound all right?
More than all right. Let's get going. Oh, whoops. Oh, wait. It's not just you two here, you know? Don't even think about leaving us out. I don't mind taking one of you, but the other's gonna have to stay behind. Someone will need to be available if Agnes or that boy we meet decide to call. Right, that makes sense. Fine, then come on. Who are you taking? I guess we've had Aaron benched the whole time. Let's bring him over. We might just swap and get Ferry in for a second quest, if there is one. So where do we have to go to even give this report? Your company HQ is so far away, I would have thought you'd just call them. There's a bit of a process involved for security reasons. For starters, we need to leave the city toward the canyon. This needn't take priority over any other work you would like to do, however. I see now. I'm gonna get a military radio or something out of her pants. So the lights in the city are also having trouble? Spooky. Okay, I might just pick up the side quest and then end the stream. It's getting kind of late and I'm tired.
Alright.
Had to wake up early for a doctor's appointment. What was this thing again? Maybe I'll switch back to Ferry since we did the last one with Aaron. QA testing again.
So...
Alright, well, I think I'm gonna leave it there. I know it's a bit earlier than usual in the stream, didn't reach the 3 hours, but... I'm kinda done for tonight. Okay, we'll pick up again on Wednesday. Hope to see you again then. Have a good night, everyone. It was good to see you. Bye-bye.